I am halfway through painting my dream wall mural, and I'm really excited because this is actually really personal to me, and fingers crossed it's going to be amazing by the end of it. So my bedroom was really white, really dull, had like zero character, but I spent ages trawling through Pinterest to try and find all of the kind of inspo pics. And fast forward a couple of weeks and it's now this really nice Middle Eastern kind of warm, cozy feel to it. And it's gonna be the perfect backdrop when I add all of those little Islamic touches at the end of it. So let's rewind and I'll take you through the whole journey of how I transform the space.
So I ordered me some paint, and when it arrived, I was kind of disappointed because the one that I'd ordered was like this deep burnt orangey kind of deep red color, and as you can see, it's bright orange. So I added a layer down just to see what it was like, and it was really patchy. Then I put on a second layer to see if that made it better, and you can see it's still patchy, so I knew this was going to take a long time. So I want to give you a quick close-up of the wall. I've sketched the main outlines for the shapes. Can you see? Nice mess. Now, for anyone that knows me, you'll know that I'm a massive perfectionist and I refuse to use a ruler because I start measuring everything and it's not healthy for me. But I did use a ruler here because otherwise the symmetry is not going to work and it's just going to look odd. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do within these shapes at the moment, whether I'm going to add objects, but I did sketch out a vase I plan to include, and then I can work out the rest later. It was at this point I realised I'd been a complete idiot and I hadn't taken the shelves off the walls. So I quickly took them off and then started to paint behind them, and I filled in the area around the outside as well so we could just get some layers on. I then started to prep the shelves. I gave them a quick sand and put down probably about 3 or 4 coats of paint because this paint is so patchy. So I want to just show you something that I just noticed. Look at that colour. Now, it's kind of patchy because it needs another coat of paint, but that colour is just insane. And I'm thinking I want to try and replicate this colour over here, in this area here. I'm not going to keep it white, but that colour is amazing. Oof. So I started laying down some of these dark colours, and I'm really pleased with those bits, but the bit that I don't like is this. Luckily, I'd only done that small patch, so no harm done. But I'm thinking to probably switch to something like a turquoise or maybe a green or something that really pops instead. So I'm going to try mixing up a different colour and putting it down to see if that works. So I just mixed up the lighter colour which will go here, and the best, I can't really show you this, but the best way I can describe it is that it's like a tikka masala yogurty kind of paste colour, if you can imagine that. So let's see what it actually looks like on the wall. Can you see that? Ooh. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's a bit pinker than I imagined. I think I'll just put the coat down and then reassess it and decide whether I like it or not. I did end up making that colour lighter later on, and I need to apologise for the bodge job that I did of these lines. I promise you that I did clean them up later on. So I just want to pause for a minute and talk to you about the reality of painting as an artist. I'm about halfway through this piece. I've been working on it in the evenings for about 2 weeks on and off. and I seem to have hit a brick wall. And I don't know whether other artists can relate to this, but typically when I'm doing a piece of art, I have this middle phase where I'm just in the deep depths of despair and I really can't stand what I'm making. And then once I get through that, you know, I love it again. But at the moment, I'm in that phase and I really can't stand it. It's way too orange. It's not how I imagined it to be. When I look at the inspo pic that I'd chosen, it just doesn't have the same vibe. I think what I'm gonna do is just add in some other colors, try it out and see if I can bring a bit more dimension to the piece. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I can't continue as I am because I really do not like it at the moment. If you remember earlier on, I said I was going to add some other colors to the border, and I asked you guys on social media what you preferred, and by far you chose this beige color. So that's what I ended up painting all around the border. And then I got to putting the shelves back up. Now, I didn't film painting the border alongside the shelves, but it was really simple, so you really didn't miss much. So I've just finished the last steps of attaching the shelves back to the wall, and that pretty much marks the end of the foundation stage where I've put down all of the basic color and the shapes that you can see there. So I'm gonna go on holiday for a week, and then when I get back, I'll get back to adding in the details of the kind of vases and ornaments in those shapes. So until then, I will sign off for now. If you wanna see part 2 of this, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.